This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
And welcome back. It's Wednesday, which means Kate Alt is headed to the kitchen with Chef Gordon at Indian Hills Community College. And this morning they're talking about the importance of investing in a really good knife. Hey, Kate.
Good morning, Ella. I'm here with Chef Gordon.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Great.
Good. And tell me what we're talking about today. We're talking about tools of the trade.
Back to basics, I think. We have a lot of people ask about questions about knives and techniques. So to make it easier to cook, let's talk about some things that you need. And I think this is one of the things you need in your toolkit is a nice knife. Now, we go through probably 27 knives in the course of a year. You go buy some cheap stuff. This is an investment for a lifetime. This is a Mercer, there's Wusthof, there's Henckels, and they're all good knives and they're expensive, but they last a lifetime. This has high carbon steel. There's just enough stainless in it to keep it from oxidizing or rusting. But if you just get stainless steel blades, they're hard to sharpen. These take an edge really easy with a hone, okay? So, technique. This is really an extension of your hand and your arm.
I'm never good at that. I'm just a straight down chop it.
Well, and see, that's it, because you watch how people use knives, but you see how this is made with the tang? It's about really resting your hand and letting it be an extension, putting your finger and your thumb on the tang, and then we're moving back and forth. And just for an example, I just pulled out some scallions, and I'm doing it in high speed, but this is a great way to practice. Okay? You notice I curve my fingers because if you lay your finger, I see students do that all the time. It's not going to work. Okay?
Might lose a finger that way.
And you just move up as you go. And the more you get used to using it, the quicker it's going to go. Okay? So when we come back for the next segment, I'll show you how to cut an onion. And then hopefully you can do the same thing.
And I'm going to give it a try. We might go a little bit slower than you.
That's all right, because I don't want you to cut yourself.
We don't want to lose any fingers today. All right, well, we'll give it a try. I'm going to give this knife a go when we come back. So for now, we'll send it back to you.
Welcome back. Kate Alt is hanging out with Chef Gordon at Indian Hills Community College, and she's about to get a lesson in proper technique when it comes to cutting. Hey, Kate.
Thanks again, Ella, and we're back in the Indian Hills Test Kitchen, and I'm going to test out this knife that you're speaking of. So you're going to show me the ropes.
Safety precaution, a wet towel up underneath your cutting board. Okay? That way, you're not going to slide around.
Sliding around anywhere.
So we're going to do an onion, and people cried normally, but if your knife's really sharp, and I cut the root end off first so the gases escape, and just little tricks. If it's a super old onion, it's still gonna. But the sharper your knife is, the less problem you're gonna have.
And how come that has something to do with it? Is it just the way that it's slicing?
It's not bruising.
Okay.
When you've got a dull knife, it bruises the cells. The cells release the gas.
Okay, good. So I'm not going to be tearing up.
Well, you might be. We'll see. But I always take off. I cut them in half. Take off the root end first. Cut them in half. We got a little bit of brown. That's all right.
Okay.
Now, if you want to dice, you're going to come up through the layers just like this. Okay. And then you're going to come across.
Oh gosh.
Just like this. Okay, I'm slowing down here at the edge.
Yep.
And then
go around the other
you're going around the other way.
Wow.
Now, I don't go all the way through. I take this part and I save it for stock.
Okay.
But you see what a fine dice that is?
Yeah, it usually takes me like 15 minutes to chop.
I'm going to show you one more thing too, because this is kind of fun. And again, I'm always saving this stuff for scraps for stock. It's an aromatic. It really works nice in stocks and soups. Now, I can cut this into a square or rectangle, and then I'm going to cut it into strips. And then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to cut this into strips. This is called a julienne. Okay? And we're not going to try to master all these things, but see what a nice cut that is?
Right, so clean.
And then if you want a real fine dice, this is called a brunoise. Okay? And so this is how you get it. But you see how perfect those are?
Yeah,
I mean,
they're tiny
that's a really
too.
nice thing.
That's crazy.
So I'm going to scrape these off.
All right.
Okay. And let's just go with the onion.
Okay. Make things nice and simple.
And you just take off your skin off of that one side.
Okay. Ooh, it's such a big knife.
Now, if you get used to using one of these, and the thing is to cook every day, and that's the whole idea about these video segments, is to get people interested in cooking. Okay? And the more you do it, the better you get.
And this is obviously something that you do any day, just making dinner. Okay, so you went this way first?
So turn it flat. Okay, yes. And then just feel how the knife reacts. Okay, that's good. Hold it tight, but you don't want to go all the way through. That's okay. Very slowly now. It's like my heart's beating fast.
I know. You don't want me to slip in. So
see how it slides around? So let me show you.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this so it doesn't slide around anymore. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up for you.
Okay.
You see how I'm just kind of letting the knife do the work?
Right.
Now you can go ahead and do the sections.
way.
Yeah, but not all the way through. Use the tip of your knife.
Okay.
Okay. And
That
then push.
motion you're talking about.
But you want to just not all the way to the end, just through this part right here. Okay? But not all the way through.
Okay.
Right there. Good, good, good,
Okay.
good. Okay,
All right.
you got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I went through all the way on that one.
Yeah, that's all right.
There you go.
Yeah,
It does make such a huge difference.
But see how nice it is?
Yeah, it's really smooth.
And if you haven't used one,
I'm not doing so good.
well, that's okay. Most people haven't used one.
Yeah.
So we're going to practice.
But it's the
no?
practice. It's the
Yeah,
practice
we're gonna
of it.
practice.
Well, mine's a little mess. Can we pretend that one's my pile?
It's okay. And you guys come by and see me because I'll show you how to do it in person. I'm
There you
always
go.
here, right?
There you go. And this is something, like you said, this is easy. This is something that everyone needs, a good investment if you're going to
I
start
think
cooking.
so, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for showing us the tools of the trade.
Great to have you.
All right. Thank you so much. Ella, we'll go ahead and send it back to you.